Hey, what's up, Carship and Rockstar? It's your girl Ashley from ReloGeek.com. You might be one of the lucky ones who's getting a stimulus check this time around, or you can even make the case for your tax return. But for the sake of this video, we're going to talk about your stimulus check. And that probably leaves you wondering whether or not you should use it to start your brokering business, whether you should use it to invest in training like I offer through my course Reloacademy, my auto transport broker training course, or whether you should use it to buy leads. I've been getting a lot of emails lately asking me for advice on what they should do with their tax return or with their stimulus check. So I said, let me create a video that can help you should you be in that same position. So in this video, I'm going to break down those three options and when I recommend you do each one. Now, before we get into the video, I want to say that this is just my opinion and what I would do if I had a stimulus check coming to me and I was in your specific position. So take it how you may. This is just my opinion. Also, while we're on the topic, I'd appreciate a subscribe to this ReloGeek channel. Thanks. First option, should you use your stimulus check to start your auto freight broker business? Now, if your bills are up to date and you don't need the stimulus money for survival, then using it to start a business is a very viable option. However, I would only do this if I knew how much the broker bond would cost me, and I knew that I had the additional funds to make up the difference for the cost of starting your business and any additional training you may need. Now, you're probably asking, I'm going to get people in the comments, people are going to email me about it. How much does the bond cost? I am not a bond agent, but I can tell you from experience and from having hundreds of students go through this process that the bond can be anywhere from a couple $1,000s upwards to $10,000. Now, what you pay depends greatly on the bond company that you use and your own financial profile. So don't ask me, well, how much do you think I'm going to have to pay? How much will it be if I have bad credit? My answer to you will be the same. If you want to know how much the bond is going to be, you need to contact bonding companies and get a quote. It doesn't hurt you to just get a quote. It doesn't mean you have to commit to it. You're just finding out information. Now, I will leave the links below to the bond company I recommend personally to my Reloacademy students. They love that bond company, so I'll leave it below. And in fact, one of my students told me that the bond company I recommend saved them $8,000. So take it how you may. Next up is option 2. So should you use your stimulus money to invest in training for your business? Now, I hinted at this in option 1, and it's because this is a big one. Anytime you invest in any type of training, especially in today's day and age, it can be a risk. A lot of people don't talk about it. You go to college, you spend all this money on tuition. There's no guarantee you're going to make money out of college. There's no guarantee you're going to get hired. There's no guarantee you're going to be able to use your degree, but yet you pay that money. So any type of training from the college level on down to simple auto transport broker training is going to be a risk. And I know it's a shock considering that a big part of my personal business today is an online course. So you're probably wondering, well, why would you say that, Ashley? But your girl will always keep it real with you. Even if it's not in my best personal interest, I'm going to keep it real. So why do I say it's a risk? It's either that you'll get the training and it's just simply trash. Like a lot of this is going on, regurgitation of information online, people teaching just to make money, not because they actually care about the people, not because they've actually done it. So believe it or not, I get a lot of students personally that come to me that have said they've paid over $3,000, which is crazy because my brokering course is nowhere near $3,000. And they've paid it for freight brokering courses that promised that they were going to make a bunch of money, promised to give them books of business when really they were just like, oh, you got to work for us, which is not a freight broker, it's a freight agent, a video for another day. And they take these courses, they invest that $3,000 and they still haven't made a dollar in their business. And I kind of chuckle, but it's not really funny. It's actually pathetic because people are making promises that they can't keep. So they're making $0 and they come to me desperately needing a way out. So that's one side of the risk, right? You can invest in a course and you're still left making $0. On the positive side, you can take a great online course and it can literally change your life and your business, giving you the advantage that you need while also helping you to eliminate the guesswork, which is the whole point of paying for training, is so that way you can cut out the clutter, eliminate the mistakes that you can make, and start making money sooner. Now, as I did with option 1, I would only do this option if, like option 1, I knew that I wanted to do this business and I already had the funds to start the business. If I don't have the funds to start the business, taking a training course may not be the best option at this time. Now, there's a little caveat, an asterisk here. The only way I would take a training course and I don't have the funds to start the business is if I knew I was going to learn everything I can right now. That was my plan, to learn everything I can right now. And I have a solid plan in place to save for the funds. So that's the only condition in which I would use my stimulus money to pay for training. Okay. Now, before we get into the third option, if you're interested in finding out more about my course, Reloacademy, that I keep hinting about, and how it can help you on your journey to becoming a broker, then I'll leave the link below for you to go ahead and check that out. Now, let's talk about option 3, using your stimulus money to buy leads. Now, I say this one for last because if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know the reason that I say you need to specialize in auto transport brokering and not go into freight brokering as a general freight broker is because you can literally make money from day one. Now, whether or not you do, that's a whole other story. But once you get approved by the FMCSA, you have the option to make money on that first day. And the way you do that is by buying leads. Now, yes, you can do other things. You can market your business. You can get out there and make connections. I have a student right now that has done that, did not want to buy leads, is out there making connections, and is got a business that's taking off slowly, but it's building up. So it only makes sense to use your stimulus money to buy leads, right? Because if you think about it, if you buy leads, you make money. However, yes and no. If you've started your business and you've taken the proper training course that helps you to make money sooner, like I said, then yes, I would definitely use the stimulus money to buy leads, because you know what you're doing. You're going to buy leads, and you know that you know how to work those leads. So you know how to make the best of those leads. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to buy leads and have no idea what the heck you're doing. And believe it or not, I get a handful of people who come to me asking about the best lead providers. And normally I'll be like, hey, do you have any experience or knowledge about how to run the business? And usually they say, no, they don't. And in fact, I recently had someone come to me and they were like asking me to help them convert leads. And they had started their business and they were like, yo, I'm not making any money. And when I told them to sign up for my course, Reloacademy, they looked at the price and was like, oh my God, I just spent the money to take freight broker training and I don't have the money and I only have limited funds. So they decided they basically was just going to wing it. They were going to figure it out on their own. Well, let's just say a few days later, they still hadn't converted any leads. So they weren't making any money. So it dawned on them like, okay, something needs to change. So, and I always like to tell people, if what you're doing is not working, or you're going to keep doing the same thing, clearly you need to try something else. So they said that they were buying these leads and they were not converting. So they signed up for the course. They just, sucked it up and paid the money and signed up for the course. I told them which video to watch, and within a few days of watching that specific video, they converted 2 leads. A few days later, they converted a few more. They made their investment back for the course within a week. Again, as I said, I'm not charging you guys $3,000 for my course. Nowhere near that right now. Maybe in the future. I don't know. But I like the prices at. Now, obviously, this won't guarantee that it'll happen to you. And I don't share this story to brag or to convince you to join Reloacademy. That's up to you. If you want to join, you can join. If not, hey, it doesn't kill me. It's it's your business that you have to look out for. So I don't take it personally. I share this story because, to my earlier point, if you're planning on using the stimulus check to buy leads but have no clue how to convert them or how to even book the load from start to finish, this is a big one. If you can't even know the process, if you're asking yourself, oh shoot, this person said, okay, I want you to move my car for me, now what do I do? Then that's a problem. And that means that you're jumping the gun. And maybe you should consider option 2, which is finding a course. But again, ultimately it's up to you. So there you have it. Those are the 3 options I hear the most. People are asking me, should I do this? Should I do that? Or should I do this? And so these are the 3 options for how and when to use your stimulus check to start and run your auto transport broker business. So as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos just like it. I'm Ashley from ReloGeek.com. Now get out there and you make moves happen. I'll see you in the next video.